I am Florencio Melquiada, also known as Pat, currently a criminology student at Nevesia University of Science and Technology. This is Dynamic of Victimization. Victimization, also known as victimology, in the context of criminal justice refers to the study of how criminal acts and the criminal justice system affect the victims of those crimes. Victimology examines the interaction between the criminal offenders and the victims. Living in high crime regions, lacking robust guardianship, and live in social disorganization are all risk factors for victimization. Author of the book, The Crime Victims Book, Dr. Morton Bard and Dan Sangre, introduces victims of crime model. According to this, there are three stages involved in any victimization. First, there is the stage of impact and disorganization. This is during and immediately following the criminal event. This depicts the attitude or activity of the victim exactly during the incident is happening. Next is the stage of recall. During this stage, the victims develop psychological defenses and deals with conflicting feelings like as remorse, anger, acceptance, and a desire for vengeance. The emotion of fear, anger, sadness, guilt, and self-pity are common reactions found in victims of violent crimes. Also, many victims will be in denial about their circumstances. This detachment of emotion can bleed over from the initial phase, the impact stage. Victims will examine the details of the event and find promotion of hostility and anger toward the perpetrator. This could last 3 to 8 months. Lastly, there's the final phase, the reorganization stage, which will restore normal feelings in victim, and fear and anger will diminish in intensity. Although the victim will never forget his or her experience, the response varies from individual to individual. Some victims may not successfully adopt the victimization experience and maladaptive reorganization stage. The next model is the disasters victims model. Person in need of food, feed, or other assistance as a result of flood, drought, fire, earthquake, other natural or man-made disasters. For spatial relief requirements are considered disaster victims. This model was designed to define the coping behavior of natural disasters victims. There are 4 stages of victimizations according to this model. First stage is the pre-impact, where it describes the victim's conditions before being victimized. It is the victim's situation before the incident took place. The next is the impact, where the victimization occurs, and there's the post-impact stage, which entails the degree and duration of personal and social disorganization following victimization. Lastly, the behavioral outcome, where the victim adjustment of the victimization experience occur.
To better understand this difficult topic, criminologists have identified theories of victimization. Studying these different theories of victimization can be helpful in explaining why certain people have a higher likelihood of becoming victims. The first theory, is the precipitation theory, also known as victim facilitation, refers to situations where the victim was the initial aggressor in the action that led to their harm or loss, can either be active or passive. Active precipitation refers to instances in which the victim directly stimulates the perpetrator. They intentionally initiate or act proactively. Sometimes they use fighting words, threat, or be the first one to attack. Next one is the passive precipitation. It is unintentional. Mostly victims are unaware that their action or behavior are causing, motivating attackers. Victims are unaware that they are unintentionally provoking someone with their action or even behaviors.
According to this theory, individuals are targeted based on their lifestyle choices, which expose them to criminal offenders and settings in which crime may be committed. The idea suggests that some lifestyle choices include going out at night alone, residing in dangerous parts of town, socializing with known offenders, being promiscuous, heavy alcohol consumption, and using drugs have more chances of being a cause to be a victim. Therefore, doing the opposite should lessen chance of becoming a victim. This theory holds that crime is not a random, but it is a function of individual lifestyle.